In this From the Fleet report, I drive the 2012 Chevrolet Sonic, a subcompact four-door sedan that's supposed to make you forget about woeful small Chevrolets from the past, like the 1970 Chevette and even last year's Aveo. Although pricing for the basic Sonic sedan starts at just under $15,000, automakers are trying to get customers into these small cars by adding big car features. So for instance, this loaded Sonic LTZ has a full complement of in-car entertainment like satellite radio, a way to hook up my iPhone, and leather heated seats. And Chevy designers also tried to bless the Sonic with big car interior space. Over the four-door hatchback, it lengthened the wheelbase considerably to give more interior room for rear passengers, and the trunk is about the same size as the compact Cruze. Speaking of the Cruze, the Sonic gets the same pair of 1.4-liter engines. In my LTZ Turbo sedan here, that means 138 horsepower and 148 pound-feet of torque. That's pretty generous for this class, but the engine's more about smoothness and adequate power more than anything else. Now once again, don't let that turbo badge on the back of the Sonic LTZ's trunk fool you. It's no sports sedan, primarily because of a tall center of gravity. Now Chevy announced a sportier RS version of the hatchback at this year's Detroit Auto Show, so maybe a sedan version of that's in the cards. But in the meantime, this car is not awful to drive. The steering is well weighted. The ride quality is actually probably the best feature of the car, once again trying to mimic the much larger Cruze. As much as I like my week behind the wheel of Chevy's new Sonic, it suffers the same fate of its rivals. With all the so-called big car features added on, my tester came with a big car price, over $21,000. And for that kind of money, well, it's hard not to resist the Cruze. It's roomier, drives quieter, gets about the same amount of fuel economy, and in the end looks like a grown-up's car. For the Toronto Star and Wheels.ca, I'm John LeBlanc.